Big banks are in trouble. You need to protect your money immediately. Big banks like Bank of America, Chase Bank, and a third bank that is, well, sorry, it's not an actual bank, Cash App, are all having issues. And we're gonna cover all of them on this video to make sure that you keep your money safe. Let's go ahead and jump into this video because we have 3 big stories with these 3 big banks that we need to cover. In case you've been living under a rock and you haven't watched my videos about Bank of America was ranked as one of the worst banks in American history. It's kind of crazy. Bank of America, one of the worst banks in America. Yeah, that's exactly how it goes. They've been fined, I don't know how many times by the US government, the Department of Justice, the FTC, the CFPB, I mean, everybody in the alphabet gang has went after Bank of America. So in the beginning of October, everyone woke up that was a Bank of America customer, and guess what? Their money was gone from their accounts. People that had $20,000, $30,000, $100,000, they woke up to their accounts saying $0, and some of them couldn't even access their accounts. They reset their passwords, nothing worked. Imagine waking up and you randomly check your bank account and then you see that it says 0 balance. Your money is just completely gone. But yet your credit cards, they still have a balance. You can see that. Your mortgages, your car loans, you can see all of that. But your bank account is completely gone and it says $0. And Bank of America had nothing to actually say about it. Now the next day they came out and they said the Bank of America says that widespread outage is nearly fixed. I don't understand what that means when they make a press release and they say it's nearly fixed. So nobody knows what happened or how it happened, and Bank of America is not saying anything. And I don't know if you're aware, but this actually happened at Chase Bank about a week ago, maybe like last month or so. Literally, people were trying to use their credit cards, couldn't use their credit cards, couldn't use their bank accounts, any of their debit cards, just the whole system was down completely. So something big is going on. Either they're updating the systems or someone has hacked into their systems and took them down. It's gonna be either or, but we don't know 100% what exactly has happened. All of this is all alleged, okay? Alleged, ladies and gentlemen. You want to keep your money with a large credit union, not a small little local one, but a large credit union. Your money will go much farther, and when you need any type of loans, credit cards, you can get all of those things with your credit union, and your money is much safer because you, the member, are actually what drives the credit union. Unlike major conglomerate banks, the only thing they care about is the shareholders. They don't care about the people that are actually clients and depositing money into those accounts. Your money can be gone and they don't care. This is exactly why I preach credit unions all day long on our channel. I want to give a special shout out to all my beasters out there that are working hard to fix their credit using DisputeBeast, the most advanced AI credit repair software ever created. But specifically, I want to give a shout out to Matthew. Matthew's credit score went up 285 points after 1 round with DisputeBeast. And Maurice's credit score went up 237 points after 1 round with DisputeBeast also. But let's not forget Shakia. Shakia's credit score went up 215 points after just 1 round with DisputeBeast also. Now, DisputeBeast link is going to be in the video description and pinned at the top of the comments for anyone that needs to fix their credit. Now let's move on to the next big story with Chase Bank.
A new type of ATM scam. Thieves, get this, pouring glue into the card reader, forcing victims to use the tap feature and draining their account.
Now, this new ATM scam is not actually new. It was actually a big deal a year ago and 2 years ago, but now it's come back to light. Now, what this means is every single one of your actual debit cards has a little tap to pay feature here. And Chase Bank, for whatever reason, if the actual slot is not working, you can actually just tap your debit card on there and you'll put your PIN in there and you'll be able to access your account. I'm gonna tell you right now, if the ATM machine is not working properly and the scanner is broken, walk away. If you see someone standing around, hanging around the ATM, you need to walk away, because what they're doing is they're trying to be helpful. They're gonna walk up behind you and say, hey, just actually tap. It's broken. It's something. There's a credit card stuck in there. We don't know why, but just tap your card right there. And when you tap it, you're gonna actually go through your transaction, take your money out, and you're gonna normally just walk away, because when you use an ATM, you usually just take your money and walk walk away. I don't, but apparently a lot of other people do. And that person that's trying to be helpful is gonna come up behind you and then withdraw the money from your account because the account is still left open on the screen at the ATM. And like I said, if you go to the ATM and there's people hanging around there, you need to leave. It's not safe. They're there for a reason. There's some type of scam going on. They're being sneaky, they're being shady. Go somewhere else, go to another ATM. If I go to the ATM, which is very rare to be honest with you, I always look around and I'm never ever gonna pull up to an ATM and while someone's standing there behind me and just hanging out and go get some money. No, you're gonna get robbed or someone is trying to scam you. Anytime that you pull money out of an ATM, you need to make sure that you close all of the windows properly and there's nothing left. Because I want you to understand something. It's going to be much harder for you to get your money back from a debit ATM transaction than it is a credit card transaction, because credit cards have more protections than debit cards. Now you have to convince the bank that it wasn't you that took the money out, even though there's a camera in plain sight that can show them that it wasn't you. But again, you have to prove it, and it's up to the bank to make the decision on whether or not it was fraudulent and give you your money back. So if you are someone that has a Chase Bank debit card and you need to go to the ATM, be very, very vigilant. Look around you, around your surroundings, and make sure there's nobody hanging out. And before you put your credit card into that actual slot, wiggle it around to make sure that nobody else has actually put an actual card reader on the card reader, because that's happened before at ATMs and at gas stations. Now let's move on to the final story with Cash App.
This week my Cash App was randomly closed. I've had that Cash App since high school, over 10 years. It said I went against the terms and conditions of Cash App. I have not done anything weird on Cash App.
Now, if you pay attention to what she just said, Cash App told her that she broke the terms and conditions and that's why they terminated her account. Now, hundreds and thousands of people are stating the exact same thing. So some people can't even access their money that was in Cash App. Rule number one, you should not be keeping any type of money inside of Cash App. You need to have a real bank account, and I would always suggest that you get a bank account with a credit union, not a big conglomerate bank like Wells Fargo or Bank of America. You want to bank with a big credit union. Cash App, Venmo, Zelle, they're only meant to be used as transferring funds like your friend when you guys split the dinner or when you're paying your roommate for some type of utility bill. That's what these platforms were meant to be for. But a lot of people are using them as their number one banking source. And Cash App is literally shutting accounts down. But why are they doing that? Because Cash App is making everyone verify their accounts. Because there have been people that have been using Cash App to run their businesses. I know that's crazy. All the scammers are the ones that are doing this. And there's also some small entrepreneurs that did it also. But a lot of scammers and a lot of scams have gone through Cash App. And this is why Cash App is making everyone take a picture of their ID front and back and then send it in as verification. And once they process it, they'll let you know that your account is actually approved. And now they have your identification on file for your account. And I believe that other platforms are going to do the exact same thing, like Zelle, Venmo, and PayPal. They're all under a lot of scrutiny by the CFPB and the federal government because they are not doing enough to protect consumers. You should be smart enough to figure out that you shouldn't send money to a random person you don't know. That's why these were only meant for friends and family. But a lot of people are getting scammed on these platforms, and this is why Cash App is doing this. This is the exact reason why Cash App is shutting people's accounts down. Cash App made me verify my account with my driver's license and made me take a picture of the front and the back of it. I only use it to send money to people that I'm paying for my son's guitar lessons, and that's it. I don't use it for anything else. Or someone only uses Cash App and I need to send them some money real quick. That's the only reason why I use it, and that's its sole purpose. Do not keep your money in any of these platforms because they are not banks and your money is not safe. I felt that it was very important to bring you this information to keep you well informed, to keep your money safe at all times. So I hope you enjoyed this video. We covered another big one with 3 big stories in the banking industry that you need to hear about. Now make sure that you watch this next video because it is about a class action lawsuit that you may not know about. And if you felt that I brought you some value in this video, make sure that you don't forget and subscribe to increase your credit score.